People are packing their shit and leaving Charlotte right now. The cost of living is rising, traffic's getting worse, and don't even get me started on the weather. So if you're thinking about moving here, this video is just for you. Now let's go for it one by one, starting with Section 1. The cost of living is rising. People come to Charlotte chasing affordability. Now they are running from the costs. Charlotte used to be known for being affordable. Now prices are up and it's not the deal people expected. It's not New York or San Francisco expensive, but for the people who move here expecting that cheap Charlotte, yeah, those people are getting priced out, unfortunately. Now, the tax pressure here is definitely real. Property taxes have jumped for a lot of folks, even long timers. I had a buddy of mine who had a beautiful house here, and then the county jacked up his taxes, and guess what? He sold his house and moved to Fort Mill just to save money. That's how much the taxes went up. Yeah, it's like that. Now, when it comes to wages versus costs, people think they'll make more here than they actually do. Costs will go up and income does not always follow, so keep that in mind. They're making less while the house, rent, and taxes are more. Now, let's talk about why it's not all bad. It's still cheaper than the bigger cities. Charlotte isn't what it used to be for sure, but it's still better than a lot of major metros. Me personally, I'm not going to leave over taxes, and if you play it smart, you still have options. Places like Fort Mill, Waxhaw, Rock Hill will get you more house, more space for the same price. I've seen folks buy a big old house out in Waxhaw with horses just eating grass all day. Super cool, that's my vibe. Now, if you move here with clear eyes, you can still do well. The people who leave are usually the ones who come here with unrealistic expectations. It's still affordable here, just not as much as it used to be 10 years ago. But even if you can handle the costs, the traffic might break you. I know it almost broke me. Section 2, the traffic is getting bad. Charlotte traffic used to be easy. Now it's kind of feeling like a light Atlanta. More people, more cars equal more mess. And yeah, not everyone here knows how to drive. Trust me, they do not know how to drive. Be careful, okay? There's an accident out here daily. Rush hour keeps expanding. It is not just mornings and evenings anymore. It's almost basically all day. Rush hour used to be like what, 7 to 9 a.m. in the morning and maybe 2 to 6 in the afternoon? Now it's stretching. I'm talking 7 a.m. all the way to 7 p.m. on some days. It's like that. And corporate America is changing too. Like, it's no more 9 to 5. It's literally looking like 7 to 7. Then we have dangerous roads and roundabouts, and the highways are getting sketchier and sketchier as the volume increases. It's that serious. Just be careful in a roundabout. If you are in a roundabout, do not stop in the roundabout. You're supposed to keep going. Let me just get out that rabbit hole. Be careful. Now here's how to handle it. You might want to adjust your timing just a little bit. If you can, leave a little bit earlier or a little bit later. You do not, I repeat, do not want to hit that prime rush hour traffic if you do not have to. Okay? You can also use your GPS a lot smarter. Don't just use it for directions, but also use it to dodge traffic. You're going to want to put in your GPS before you leave and look for alternative routes so you can avoid that traffic. Another great tip is to put avoid the highway in your GPS when you can so you can learn the back roads a lot better. And also I would suggest just enjoying the scenic route. It might take a little bit longer, but it's a better drive. Even if it takes a couple minutes more, I'll definitely take that because it's going to be safer, way less stress, and honestly, the drives down here aren't really that bad. You're under trees, nice canopies. It feels so amazing. It definitely beats driving in Connecticut, man, because back there it's always cloudy. Even when it's sunny, it's always cloudy. It's like, maybe it's just me. I don't know. All that to say, you can still make it work. The traffic's worse, sure, but with small changes, it's very manageable. If you adjust your schedule or routes just a little bit, you can make it work just fine. And the big reason that traffic's worse, well, everything's being built all at once. And that's the third reason. Section 3, overdevelopment and crowding. Charlotte didn't grow, it exploded, and not everyone's loving it. Some might say it's too much being built. Development is nonstop, construction is everywhere, every day, and new stuff is going up daily. It adds to traffic, detours, noise, and this overall chaos. Charlotte is getting developed like crazy. Every time you turn around, there's something new going up. New brewery, events place, club, you name it. It is happening now. It's like there's always construction, always detour, there's always something going on. You're always in the mix. Now, people move out for many reasons. For some, the city pace isn't for them. Some folks want peace and quiet and not nonstop activity. For folks who want a quieter life, it is just too much. It's too much activity, too much businesses popping up. They get tired of the noise and the hustle and bustle, so they move to the outskirts. Now, to me, I personally love the energy here. I am not going anywhere. I am a Charlatan. Sign me up. But I definitely understand why others choose to leave, for sure. Some people don't want a new brewery on the corner every time they look up. Now, on the upside of the growth, you got city energy, which equals more opportunity. Development means new places, new experience, and non-stop energy. Now, for me, overdevelopment isn't a problem, it's an opportunity. You always got something to do, places to go, energy in the city, and it's fun. I love it. And if you don't like it, move out. Spread out. If you want peace and space, just shift a little bit further out. That's all, and you'll get it. You can go ahead and move a little further out and go grab yourself a big property in Waxhaw or Statesville or somewhere with a lot of space, because we have a lot of it out here. People have literally went and bought a big old house with land and horses eating grass every day, and that's how they balance it out, and it works for them. And if you want the full breakdown of Charlotte, North Carolina, check out my pros and cons videos. That's where I go into all the details. But it's not just new buildings, entire neighborhoods are shifting as well. Section 4, the neighborhoods are changing. People usually move here for a vibe and end up leaving when that vibe disappears. Now, longtime locals will straight up tell you some places just don't feel like they used to. You might see a nice boardwalk, but locals see something very different. The university area, for example, to me, coming from Connecticut, it looks beautiful. You got the boardwalk, you can go on the ducks, and you're over here paddling on the pond, and it's just like clear skies, and this is beautiful. But the locals told me straight up, nah, it is more dangerous than it used to be. Sometimes the vibe of an area will change, even if it still looks good on the outside. That's like a theme down here. School zoning changes are also a huge deal. People will move into a neighborhood for a specific school zone, then a year or two later, the zones change. Now their kids can't go to school they bought the house for, which is crazy. I've seen people move out literally just because of that. It is not a game. Now, not every area is bad. This happens everywhere. Neighborhoods change in every city. It's not just a Charlotte thing. You have got to do your homework. You've got to dig deep before buying and not just rely on buzz or hearsay. A lot of times it's just perception, and if one or two bad stories get spread, the whole area gets a stigma. But sometimes it's not just the traffic or the taxes that drive people out. It's the air. Section 5, pollen and allergies. One spring here and some folks are done for the year. Now, Charlotte is packed with trees, grass, and flowers, which is very beautiful, but it also triggers allergies. Bad. Spring hits hard, yellow dust covers everything, windows, cars, porches, even your clothes if you sit outside for too long. It's not just pollen. A lot of folks deal with mold, grass allergies, and even pet dander. It all gets stirred up when the season flips. You got itchy eyes, sneezing, headaches. Even people who never had allergies before can get hit after moving here. People that can't handle it, they say, nah, this is not for me. So for some people, this stuff is a non-negotiable. They cannot function in the springtime here. It's not the heat that drives them off, it's being miserable for weeks at a time, and I definitely get it. I literally had folks say they just can't take it. They'd rather be somewhere with harsher winters if it means less pollen. Now, there is a way to live with it and work around. Most people, they just adapt. You get air filters, allergy meds, pressure wash your porch, clean your car more often. The green is the trade-off. That beautiful tree canopy, the flowers everywhere, This is the cost of having it. Allergies. Honestly, the part of what makes Charlotte beautiful is all the greenery. The pollen is just the price of all that beauty, and I'll pay it. But pollen's just one part of Charlotte's weather story. The rest, well, buckle up for what's next. Section 6, the wild weather. Summers here aren't just hot, they are heavy. Summers in Charlotte get really hot. I'm talking sticky, rainy, sweaty hot. Some people hit their limit and they decide they're done. I've heard plenty of folks say straight up, I'm leaving because I cannot take this heat anymore. Some folks will actually prefer harsh winters over the Charlotte summers. They will trade snow for sweat just to avoid the southern heat. That's not me. It's funny. Everybody's different, but that's how it is. Now, for my personal opinion, I'll take 2 months of hotness if I can take 10 months of cooler weather any day. That's a trade that I'll make every single time. Now, Charlotte's hot, but it's not extreme or endless. It's not like Phoenix, where it's just baking non-stop out there in Arizona. On the upside, the winters are very mild. You are not out there shoveling snow every other week. That's a huge plus for me and my back. So yeah, the wild weather is a complaint, but personally, I love it. I'll never leave over that compared to other places. But when the heat rolls in, it is not just sweat that shows up. Section 7, bugs and mosquitoes. Warm weather means more bugs. Simple as that. Charlotte's warm, green, and humid, which is perfect for mosquitoes, gnats, and creepy crawlers. And some folks just can't deal and they end up leaving immediately. Some people leave just because of the bugs. That's it. They move here and the mosquitoes and the critters are literally just too much for them. Big cities have their own pest problems, just a little different. And it's kind of funny though, because some people would rather trade bugs for rats. If you're in New York or another big city, you got rats or roaches or whatever. Down here, we got mosquitoes. Take your pick. Everybody's got something. Pick your poison. Personally, the bugs don't really bother me that much. You kind of get used to it. It's part of living in a green, growing city. Now, when it comes to the bugs, we got a lot of simple fixes. You can do a spray, you can do a net, you can pretty much do what you gotta do. Now, me personally, I'd rather swat a couple mosquitoes than deal with a rat in an alley. And I'm not talking about the good rats like Master Splinter from Ninja Turtles. I'm talking about the bad rats. At the end of the day, everybody wants what they want. For me, I love it here, and bugs are not gonna change that at all. So yeah, cost, traffic, bugs, people leave Charlotte for all kinds of reasons. But here's the thing, for every 100 people who leave North Carolina, about 145 people move into North Carolina. So you just have to know what you're getting into, and if you come with the right expectations, you will be fine, trust me. And that's why I made this pros and cons videos, to give you a detailed idea before you make a six-figure mistake and end up somewhere you hate living for years. Or you can book a free direct call with me to figure out your specific needs.